Hello everyone, Blitz here. Today I'm pre-ranking 2026 comic book projects, mostly Marvel and DC stuff, based on how much I'm excited to see it. A lot of the 2025 stuff didn't excite me, except Superman. I liked that movie. It was fun. Most of the other stuff, comic book stuff, didn't stick the landing or was alright. We didn't get that much comic book projects, or most of them went under the radar and was barely noticed. All of these are movies, TV shows, or special presentations. And no further ado, let's start ranking them. Here at number 15, this is pretty much an honorable mention. It's Blade. Now this is a weird one. I made a video on this if it matters anymore, but this movie has been in limbo for so long that barely anyone cares for it anymore. The project was announced back in 2019. It probably was supposed to come out in 2022 or earlier, but the 2020 thing happened and changed a lot. Then it was scheduled for 2023, then 2024, then 2025, and dropped. Some are saying it's 2026, and I highly doubt it. This movie has so much development issues, new writers and directors every month or two, no finished scripts, no filming, and no other casting announcements. And I'm pretty sure Marvel has probably given up on it. They don't know what to do with it anymore. It's a guy that fights vampires. It shouldn't be that hard to make. Here at 14 is Marvel's Wonder Man. I don't really care for this show that much. It's about a guy trying to make it as an actor in a world filled with superpowered people. It might be good, but a part of me feels like it's unnecessary, and it's someone I've barely even heard of and never really seen. Either other media, like the games. I don't even know if he's in the Lego games. Here at number 13 is Marvel's Vision Quest. Now, I do like Vision as a character, but this focuses on the white Vision at the end of WandaVision, not the Vision that we all know. And it has been so long that Marvel barely acknowledged or mentioned this character. This would probably focus on this Vision trying to find his place in the world, and they were bringing back Ultron. They kind of underutilized him in Avengers 2 and made him sort of a joke. They better make him an actual threat in the show, but I'm not that fully interested in it, but I might check it out. Here at 12 is the DC Waller Show, focusing on Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis, a series rumored to come out in 2026. She is a ruthless woman who takes no BS from anyone. She is in charge of Argus, a DC government organization that is tasked to protect the world from dangerous threats like Superman, and is in charge of the DC Squad. I'm not saying the full world, for obvious reasons. I think this is a spy thriller type of show that is somewhat grounded, and I do like that side of superhero content. I'm not that excited for it, but if it's written good and have a good story, it probably would be amazing. I'm not that keen on Amanda Waller as a character, but I think she was fine in both movies, and the actress does a great job in the role. Here at 11 is a rumored animated Blue Beetle show that's coming out next year. This would probably be following Jamie Reyes or Ted Kord, depends on which one they want to use. I like Blue Beetle as a character, he is so much fun, and I kind of wish they would have used him in the Arrowverse. Until we get some more details and information about this, I won't have much of an opinion. Here at number 10 is the DC Clayface movie coming out next year. I am whatever on this. I think he's a cool Batman villain, but the thing I don't really want villains to have movies after the dumpster fire of Sony's Villainverse and Joker 2. I don't think villains need movies. Throw them in with an actual superhero movie and make them interesting. Here at number 9 is the rumored Creature Commandos Season 2. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen the first season because I don't have HBO Max. But I've seen some clips and heard some positive things about it, so I'd like to see a second season. Here at number 8 is a Marvel's special presentation on The Punisher. I haven't watched a lot of The Punisher show, and Frank Castle is underutilized in the franchise because he doesn't fit the family-friendly tone they have. But this is The Punisher. He's supposed to be violent. I kind of like when things get crazy, violent, and bloody. I just like when some characters that don't care anymore and wants to hurt others violently. John Bernthal does a great job with the character. This is just a 40-minute special, and it's going to be crazy, so I want to see what happens. Here at number 7 is Marvel's Disney Plus Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2, rumored to come out next year. When the show was announced, I was whatever on it. It's just another Spider-Man cartoon that might get canned after the first season. This was supposed to be an origin story for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but in development, they had a bit more freedom and changed a few things. Instead of Tony being the mentor, it's Norman. This show is a breath of fresh air and did something new, having new friends instead of having the old ones like Miles and Gwen and Mary Jane. Seeing the same thing over and over again, having some grounded stories, seeing a young Tombstone descend into villainy, Peter trying his best to be a hero and seeing him interact with the other heroes and the events that happen in the MCU, and seeing the personal problems he is facing. The one thing that was an issue before the show's release, and if you are interested in watching it, is the animation and art style. Some people didn't like it. It kind of looks wonky and iffy, which was a turnoff for some. It kind of looks like an unfinished place in a video game, but if you get past that, the show is fun. It feels like a comic book. I heard the second season is bringing in Gwen Stacy and doing something with Venom, which can be a little tiring of seeing Venom again, but I'm interested in the cartoon. Here at 6 is Marvel's X-Men 97 Season 2. If you don't know, this cartoon is a soft reboot or continuation of the X-Men series in the 90s. I never watched the 90s show, but I did watch the continuation and like it. Some good character moments and great fight scenes. I'm a little iffy on the animation, but I want to see where the series is going. Here at 5 is Marvel's Disney Plus Daredevil Born Again, Season 2. I like the Netflix series, and I think the reboot was okay. There were some good moments in the first season with the action. The Punisher and Kingpin, the first season had studio meddling, bringing in new writers and directors, changing stories. They got the original series producers to come fix things, but episode 1, 2, and 8 are the original producers' ones, and the rest was studio meddling with the new writers and producers. The story of Matt giving up the vigilante mantle was strange, and only came back to it because he loved the game of hurting and inflicting pain on others, which is dumb. The new characters are kind of forgettable, and the one thing I find hard to believe is the grounded realism that they're trying to do. It's difficult to believe when it's in a connected universe where you have magic beings and gods and aliens. I do love the approach of Kingpin becoming Mirror and dealing with the vigilante problem, with them taking the law in their own hands. Seeing Kingpin taking out that problem and making the police a better solution to deal with crime but with corruption. Wilson wants to clean up the city without vigilantes, now that he has every vigilante except Spider-Man and Daredevil locked up. I want to see what happens next on how this would tie in with the new Spider-Man movie, and the second season on how the heroes will deal with this situation. Here at number 4 is DC Lantern's show, a Green Lantern show. I'm excited to see Green Lantern again in live action, kind of again. Ever since the failure of the 2011 movie with Ryan Reynolds, they never wanted to use Green Lantern ever again, believing that his presence would ruin anything. One bad movie doesn't mean he's a bad character. DCEU was going to have a Green Lantern, but it was probably never going to be good anyway, and WB didn't want it. I'll say the best Green Lantern movie, excluding the animated movies, is Lego Batman 3, all the cutscenes combined. It's rare that Lego understands and treats these characters better than anyone does with live action, mostly. This show will be a space cop show that will focus on Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Green Lantern is a cool character and glad seeing him, or them, many, getting attention now. Here at number 3 is Supergirl. This won't be anything like the CW TV show. I do like that show, but I think it's time for an actual comic accurate version of Supergirl. The DCU one was not accurate at all. To those who don't know, Supergirl is nothing like Superman. She sees humans weak, doesn't or barely gets along with anyone. She was raised on Krypton and witnessed her planet's demise and carries that weight on her shoulders, and she's depressed and angry. We are getting a space adventure on Supergirl and seeing things from her point of view, and we are getting Jason Momoa as Lobo, his dream character that he always wanted to play. I liked him as Aquaman, but he's more suited for this role. He never wanted to play Aquaman, but he took the role anyway. Probably was forced to. I don't see him coming back as Aquaman, though. There's not a lot of news on this project yet, but I'm interested in it and where the DCU is going. But there's a lot of drama coming out of WB and DC right now. WB is up for sale, and many companies are trying to make a bid towards the company. And I highly doubt they will fire James Gunn once it happens. No, DCU is not coming back. Many of those actors are done with superheroes or ruin their careers by being criminals. Sorry, something was stuck in my throat. Here at number 2 is Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spider-Man is one of my favorite heroes, and I'm quite excited for this movie. And this movie had some drama before the movie was announced. Sony wants it to be another multiverse movie, and Marvel and Tom Holland wants it to be a grounded movie, which like it's going to be. Now Peter is on his own with no help, dealing with the events of No Way Home, with everyone forgetting him and keeping his identity a secret, making gadgets and inventions to help him take down crime, having a big responsibility between work and school, bills, and being a superhero, and having a target on him since Kingpin wants vigilantes gone in New York, and since Spider-Man is a vigilante that hides behind a mask, and once their identities revealed to the public. We don't know who's the villain of the movie yet. There are so many theories going around. People are saying that it's Tombstone, Mr. Negative, Scorpion, or someone else. There's so much going on that Punisher is in it, and the Hulk is also in it. Zendaya's MJ is in it, which kind of ruins the ending of No Way Home. We want to see Spider-Man get new friends and be on his own, handling things his own way. And I want to know what they are doing with Venom, the tiny piece that was left behind in the post-credits of No Way Home. Will he be getting it in this film or in another one? Me and other fans want him to wear the symbiote suit for multiple films. We just have to wait and see when more news or a trailer comes out. Here at number 1, it's quite obvious. It's Avengers Doomsday, the ultimate team-up movie with Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four in one movie. Something that we dreamed of. It could be a versus movie of the Avengers fighting the X-Men before they realized they were tricked by Doctor Doom and team up in Secret Wars to fight him. Now I'm kind of mixed on RDJ being Doctor Doom, but I think he could do a good job. No news on Spider-Man being in the movie. Only half of the cast was revealed, and I know they're trying to keep everything a secret. I heard Deadpool is going to be in it. It's going to be one big epic event. It's being directed by the Russo brothers, the same people who directed Captain America 2 and 3, Avengers Infinity War, and Endgame. They have the chance to make the best superhero movie ever made, or fumble it really bad. So it's a 50-50 chance. And there's the possibility that this movie could be delayed to 2027. We just have to wait and see what happens. That is my pre-ranking for comic book projects for 2026. Now, would I watch all these projects? Probably not. Tell me down in the comments on what you're ranking for these. I'll love to hear your thoughts on them. And I'll see you all later. Bye.